Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. So I'm making my thank you cards and thought I'd flip on the video camera real quick. I've got this card here that says thank you for your order. This would be a great card to pull out the sentiment and change it up a little bit. You could do congratulations on your new home, or we're moving. I don't know, any number of sentiments can go with this one. The one I'm going to do today with you is going to have the sentiment, you always deliver. That's a great thank you note. I think we all have those people in our lives that just always deliver for us. The stamp set I'm featuring here is you always deliver. We're going to use the packages, the boxes here. And I used thank you for your order. In this card, we're going to use you always deliver. I love this stamp set for a demonstrator like me, or for a direct seller from any company to send thank you for your order cards. But it's also a really good stamp set for a variety of different occasions. We've got delivering positive thoughts, so kind of maybe a get well or a thinking of you, delivering sunshine your way, feel better, encouragement kind of card, sending birthday wishes from far away. You can take the little delivery guy and make him a mailman or a UPS, FedEx delivery guy with the flowers. His arms are outstretched. You can put the present or the box, the flowers, or the stack right in his arms. It's a photopolymer stamp set, so easy to line up those mix and match things that he can be delivering. I love the little hearts and stars that can be kind of exploding out of the box. And the dog, isn't it cute? Of course, the dog always chases the delivery guys, right? So I love this You Always Deliver stamp set. It's brand new to the 2019-2020 catalog. We're going to use it today. I've also got my Artisan Textures stamp set here. We're going to use that one in the background. I've got my Be Mine stitched framelits. I was making a bunch of these thank you notes. So what I did was I took my little heart spray, it's a bunch of little hearts, and I cut it from Rococo Rose cardstock with a sheet of adhesive backing. So what I've done is I've made hearts that are now peel and stick little embellishments, and it's a great way if you're making a bunch of cards to get some little accent pieces really easy. So that's the Be Mine stitched framelits. With the cardboard boxes, I thought the corrugated embossing folder would be perfect. We use that on our soft suede piece. I've already done my punching. I've got my Starburst punch. We're gonna punch that from Crumb Cake cardstock. I've got my Everyday Label punch. We'll punch that one from Whisper White. And I've got my 2-inch circle punch. That one's also punched from Whisper White. I've already done those and they're in the kit here. Stampin' pads for this project, Memento Tuxedo Black, Crumb Cake, and Soft Suede. We're gonna use some Stampin' blends, color our little boxes. I've got Crumb Cake Light and Dark, so Crumb Cake combo. I've got Balmy Blue combo, and Rococo Rose combo. Besides the punched pieces that I told you about, you'll need a Crumb Cake card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. I've got a piece of the Subtles Designer Series paper here. This is Balmy Blue, and it's 2 inches by 3 3/4. And I've got a piece of soft suede cardstock here. This is 1 inch by about 4 inches, and we're gonna corrugate that one. The Rococo Rose scallop ribbon is about 3 3/4 inches, cut with an angle on one end and then straight on the other. First thing we're gonna do is emboss this soft suede piece. So I'm just gonna pop that into my corrugated folder and run that through my machine real quick. Okay, I'm back with that, and look at that awesome texture. Perfect for these little cardboard boxes, right? All right, now let's do some stamping. So I've got my card base, Crumb Cake ink, and we're going to stamp this little artisan texture background. All the way in the right corner, then an inch, 1.25 inches. And then what we're gonna do is stamp it in the bottom here, about 1 inch in from the edge and 1 inch up from the bottom. That gives some pretty good placement to frame our image. Got my boxes. I'm gonna go ahead and ink them up with the Memento. Grab a Stampin' Pierce mat here and get that underneath. Gonna stamp them right on the circle. And then our sentiment this time, we're gonna do "You Always Deliver" in soft suede. I've got half of an everyday label here. Now let's do some coloring. We're gonna do some simple 2-shade blending. So I'm gonna take these top 2 boxes and fill them in with a good base coat of the light crumb cake. Then I'll take the dark crumb cake and just define the edges here a little bit. A little shadow where the top box would cast on the bottom box. Do down the corners, and then where the artist drew the shadow in on the side of the box for us. And then we'll just take the light one and bring those 2 different shades together. And then the same thing with the 3rd box in our stack. I don't do all 3 boxes at one time because the light crumb cake base will get too dry between the top box and shading the bottom box. So you can do 2 boxes in one, and you'll get a better blending effect that way between the 2 shades of crumb cake. Okay, the little labels, now we're gonna do those again with the 2-shade blending, very simple. We're gonna color in with the lighter shade of balmy blue. We'll shadow the very bottom and the right edge of the label and just touch where the 2 come together. Little Rococo Rose label. There it is, our little stack of boxes. All right, let's get this card assembled. You won't believe how easy and fast this is gonna come together now. I'm gonna grab some snail adhesive and my Designer Series paper. And along the bottom edge of the Designer Series paper, I'm gonna put a nice solid line of snail. And then I'm going to adhere my corrugated piece to the bottom edge of the Designer Series paper, making sure that I've got about a 3/4 of an inch, nice and straight corrugated piece peeking out. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of snail on the corrugated. And we're gonna take some little mini dimensionals here, and to offset the bulk of the corrugated, we're gonna add dimensionals to the back of our Designer Series paper. You'll notice that I put my snail on the corrugated up at the very top edge. The reason for that in this particular case is when I send thank you notes to my customers, I send them completely blank. Sometimes I put a little post-it note inside that says that the card is a gift and that they should feel free to sign the card and send it on its way. So what I wanted to do with this card, because not too many people have a need for thank you for your order cards, I wanted to make the sentiment interchangeable. So my customers, when they get the order, thank you for your order card, they can go ahead and just pluck out the thank you for your order sentiment because it's not adhered down, and they can add in something different. So I got my "You Always Deliver" sentiment for this card. What I'll do is add some snail adhesive to the back, but because there's no adhesive here, we can pluck this little sentiment out and change it. So you could do a "Congratulations on your new home," or "You always deliver," or "Delivering sunshine." Whatever kind of sentiment that you think works with the little boxes, you can go ahead and change it up when you get your thank you card. Now I'm adhering the little boxes to the starburst. centered with snail, and I'm going to use a lot of snail because we're going to adhere that starburst over our ribbon. So I'm going to take snail adhesive. It'll work fine for holding the ribbon. I'm going to run it almost to the edge of my designer series paper. I'll add my ribbon so that it covers the seam between the designer series paper and the corrugated, and burnish down and trim off the excess. And then our little stack of boxes, we can adhere that directly above the sentiment. Last but not least, we have this little bit of die cut hearts. We're going to go ahead and adhere one of those little hearts, bringing together the sentiment and the corrugated panel. So there it is. Whether you choose You Always Deliver, Thank You for Your Order, or any other appropriate sentiment, it'd be a great card to let somebody know that you care. All right, you guys, if you've got questions about Stampin' Up, if you'd like to place an order, if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. You can shop Stampin' Up 24/7 at marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching.